Hey, hey, let's go ahead and get started with a tarot card reading for you. I'm just going to call what comes out. So, whatever messages, hopefully it will resonate. So, we have the Judgment card here, okay? And these are in German. I had a client of mine who picked me up these from when she was in Germany. So, what do we got here? Seven of Wands. So, I feel like for a lot of you, you are defending yourself against something, and there has been a judgment call that has been made. Okay, Six of Pentacles, something here to do with equal give and take. Maybe in the past, with the Six of Cups here, um, with the Six of Cups, there's something going on from the past. Okay, so this could have something to do with somebody who is making a judgment on you. For others of you, what's on your mind is the Four of Wands. So this could be a reconciliation with someone from the past, or this could be about some type of you could be being invited to, a family reunion, a wedding. Maybe for some of you, you're trying to decide on whether or not you want to even go. So we have two sixes here. Let's see what else we got here. All right, what's showing up in the near future? Four of Pentacles. For some of you, you're saving money. So we have two fours now. What do we got? How people are seeing you is the Two of Pentacles. So definitely weighing up choices and decisions. Okay. We've got the Devil in the reverse. I like that. In your hopes and fears, we've got the Queen of Cups in the reverse. And what is the outcome? We've got the Nine of Cups. So bottom of the deck, the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords, I feel like there is some type of a painful ending. Um, there is a painful ending here, okay? And the Ten of Swords says, that's the end. Okay, it can't hurt you anymore. It could have been people from the past, so people that you considered soulmates, people that you were emotionally invested in. And I feel like there was an ending with this situation. What's on your mind is the Four of Wands. So Four of Wands is all about celebrations. It's about stability. It's about home and family. So I feel like there could be an ending when it comes to your home situation. Okay, for some of you. I feel like in the challenge position is the Seven of Wands, really standing up against adversity. And maybe that's why this judgment call had to be made, is because there was something that was toxic that was connected to this. Okay, so it could have been toxic people. Maybe in the past they seemed to be, very loving, very kind, very nurturing, very sweet. But isn't it funny how people can just turn on a dime? How people can actually just like all of a sudden be really cool one day and then the next day they're not. Um, so I feel like for a lot of you, you're looking at your finances, and you're really looking at, can I afford something new? Maybe for some of you, it's affording a new home. Maybe for some of you, somebody made a judgment call and maybe you got some type of information that it's time for you to move, because we do have two fours here, which is about, fours can be stagnant energy. So if you've had like stagnant energy, it's time to move forward. So the universe will make the final judgment in order to get you to kind of come alive again, so to speak. So for a lot of you, because we do have the Three Pentacles cards here, this is about, I almost get this lighting a fire under your ass. It might cost you, because it goes from the Six of Pentacles to the Four of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles, but at the end of the day, I think that it's all going to end up working out. Funny enough, I see the house here in the background. So maybe for some of you, you could go from, living in the country to living in the city. Okay. So, or living from the city into the country. I kind of picked up on this energy yesterday too. So, the two major arcanas here, which hold the most weight, is the Judgment card and the Devil in the reverse. Love seeing the Devil in the reverse. It means that you are releasing yourself from a toxic environment, toxic people, and just toxicity all around. For others of you, this could have been I almost get a short-lived marriage, okay? Maybe for someone here, maybe it all seemed all sweet and kind, but it didn't last very long. It's like maybe somebody here eloped and then everything went to hell in a handbasket. And so, someone here might be juggling, or weighing up their options. Should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? Should I continue to hold on to this devil energy or should I let it go? So, maybe this person was money hungry. They could have taken you for money. Um, but at the end of the day, I really see you sitting pretty with the nine of cups as the outgoing message. So in the hopes and fears is this queen of cups in the reverse. Now, be really mindful about this person because this person in your hopes and fears that sits over the top of the devil, this person can be very emotionally manipulative. So if this was a marriage that maybe somebody got themselves into, I do feel like this person, they are connected to the devil and you need to let this individual go. I think that if you do and you just say, okay, universe, I'm going to go for door number two. You don't know what's behind that curtain, but I think it's better than where you've been. Try not to hold on. If this is like you, it doesn't necessarily have to be a marriage. It could be a family situation. It could be a job for some of you because we do have the pentacles here and with the wands, four of wands, seven of wands. This could very well be a job that you are needing to let go of, or it's a person. Being the fact that it does have the Queen of Cups in the reverse, this was a very painful ending. Maybe in the past they showed themselves as like a false divine feminine, but really what they were was a distorted divine feminine. Sometimes they act like they got their shit together, but really, in all actuality, they're just a player. They're a player and they're here to stab people in the back and get what they can out of them. That's maybe why you went from the Six of Pentacles to the Four of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles. Maybe not only did they drain your bank account, but they very well could have drained your energy as well, and made you feel like there's no way out. But spirit is saying, the challenge is to stand up for yourself. The challenge is to, if this person is putting you through a bunch of shit, it's up to you to stand the higher ground and to push back against adversity. I feel like, there could be, I'm getting a divorce here, maybe for some of you, with the Ten of Swords and the Judgment and the Four of Wands, with this Queen of Cups in the reverse and the Devil in the reverse. I'm definitely getting a divorce, okay? Or it's a divorce from a family member or a divorce from friends or even a group. I'm definitely even getting a group. It's going to be up to you whether or not you want to, um, whether or not you really want to relive this situation. Maybe someone here doesn't want to let go of you. But it's going to be up to you to let go of them. With the Ten of Swords and the Judgment card here, I do feel like this is about somebody here making a final judgment, and like going back home. I'm getting going back home. You're going home. Nine of Cups here as the outgoing message says, I think you're going to be happy with the decision that you make once you let go of this emotionally immature, emotionally draining, toxic uh, individual. Where I just feel like there's no like it's all about like there's no more love in this situation. Okay, because the only cups that I'm seeing is the Six of Cups and oh, excuse me, there's three cups cards. Six of Cups, Queen of Cups, and Nine of Cups. I think at the end of the day, we have to stop allowing giving away our energy and allowing somebody else to make us happy. Nobody can make us happy outside of ourselves. We need to be happy, and then it kind of carries on. And that's the kind of vibration that we put out. I don't know who this is for, but I feel like you are making the right decision if you are walking away from a situation like this. Um, yeah, I feel like your stability is much more important, and I think that that's what's on your mind right now is being stable. Um, if there's someone here that say, okay, sometimes we have shitty landlords. I'm getting this very, very uh, strongly, okay, because it has the Judgment card, the Four of Wands, and the Six of Cups. Or I'm sorry, Six of Pentacles. I feel like sometimes we can have a shitty ass landlord, right? And it's like you're over here begging for them to just, do what's right. If that maybe that's fixing something in your house, but instead it's like they're taking the money and they're spending it on something or someone else, and they're not taking care of what you've been begging them to take care of. And so maybe when you do ask them to, when you stand up for yourself and say, hey, listen, then what the fuck is my rental payment going towards, and you stand up for yourself. A lot of the time we don't stand up for ourselves because we're afraid of being kicked out, or we're afraid of what might happen if we do stand up for ourselves. And spirit's like, the challenge is to stand up for yourself and speak up against adversity, and say, hey, listen. And if that means that you need to hold back, and say, okay, well, I'm not paying my rent until you do this, this, and this. That, and then a lot of the time, they're going to push back and say, well, no, and then maybe they weigh up the option and say, okay, well, maybe fuck it. I'm just going to go ahead and sell it. I feel like even if they were to do something like that, um, it wouldn't really matter, because at the end of the day, the universe isn't going to have you stand up for yourself and not have something waiting for you in the background. Okay. So I think that for a lot of you, try not to be too overly emotional about this situation. Even though it can very well be a painful ending, what you're doing is getting rid of a pain in the ass. Okay. And that's why you're releasing the toxicity of this so-called landlord, right? Or it could even be a job, where you stand up for yourself and say, hey, listen, like, I deserve to be paid more. You're paying somebody else the wages that you should be paying me. And, I'm getting pennies on the dollar. And as you're doing that, I can't even catch up, because I go from the Six of Pentacles. I got to pay for gas, and I got to pay for my car to get fixed to even get to work. And now I'm like, barely, I can't even save anything, and then boom, I'm down to the Two of Pentacles, and I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul. Well, that's when it's time for you to step up and say, hey, listen, either give me a fucking raise or I'm fucking leaving. Those are your options. And 9 times out of 10, especially nowadays, they'll either use AI to replace you, or they'll find somebody who will do it cheaper and that won't even have an opinion. A lot of the times bosses don't want opinions. Well, with Pluto now going into Aquarius, we are done with the trickle down effect. We are done, taking the pennies on the dollar while these huge corporations are making all the money off of us and depleting us in time with that we could have with our families, and maybe that's caused a ruckus in your own family, because you're working all the time, you're working double the hours, but you're making less the money because they're taxing the absolute shit out of you. So I feel like it's really important for a lot of us to be starting our own businesses and not working for someone else. If they can't get good employees in there and they're constantly having to train, that's going to deplete their money. And eventually either A, AI is going to take over, or B, they'll actually start fucking paying their employees the way that they should. But at the end of the day, it's like you're sitting here pretty like, I told you, and I ain't changing and I ain't moving it until you actually do something. Everybody complains about the millennials being lazy. And yes, a lot of them are. But also, the one thing that millennials did bring back was not working the 9 to 5, where, we're constantly working overtime, and we're working 9 to 5 just to lose time with our family. And we still can't even cover our bills, right? And so I think that they kind of cracked the code on that, because, the older generations, we've just been taught to work and pay taxes and shut your mouth. But then we talk a lot of shit about these younger generations who do the silent quitting. Well, I gotta honestly commend them for doing that, because it's really showing us where we've been being taken advantage of. And I think it's really important for us to kind of look at where we're depleting a lot of our energy, and then we don't have time to take a vacation, and they're not giving you vacation pay. They're not even paying your fucking insurance. They're basically giving you shit ass insurance, right? And then when you do have a problem or your kid is sick, they don't back you. You know what I mean? So I think that it's really, really important that we kind of look at our surroundings and ask ourselves, like, are we getting what we deserve? Are we getting what we deserve out of our relationships? Are we getting what we deserve from, our landlords? If you are renting, are you getting what you deserve from your family? Are you getting what you deserve from, all the scenarios in your life? And if the answer is no, or you have to even sit back and question it, you already know the answer is no. So I feel like, choose door number two. Try not to be smug about it, but at the end of the day, I see you just sitting there and being like, well, if you're not going to change, then I ain't going to do it. If things aren't going to change around here, then I'll find something else. I think that there's so many fucking places that are hiring right now that actually you can do that and get away with it. Hence why we have a lot of freaking places that are, that have not enough staff, and you're going to see the growing numbers. So you're going to see a growing numbers of people who are starting their own businesses because they realize, like, they've been taken advantage of, and they're releasing this toxicity. I think for a lot of you, you've just been doing what you have to do, but there's no love in what you do anymore. The love is gone. And I think that what in the hopes and fears is that one day you will actually love what you do again. And I think for a lot of us, we've done things that are less than par because and less than pleasant, excuse me, just because we've had no other choice. But I think that when you get tired of being stabbed in the back and you get tired of being, somebody else, getting the promotion over you, is when it's time for you to wisen up. I think someone here also thought that they were going to get some type of a promotion, but I think you ended up getting demoted instead. So whoever that's for. I think that we all need to start making different decisions when it comes to our work, and it's time for you. You're sitting in a place of needing to make a judgment. So, what will that judgment be? I love you guys all so much. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and Rumble on The Footsteps to Peace. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. Love you guys all so much, and we will chat again soon. Take care.